Hey y'all see the thumbnail? Let's talk about official M. I'm official M and Juan, her mother, still going back and forth over on TikTok. This was a mother-daughter duo out here on these social media streets. They would do mukbangs together, pranks together, different challenges together, but they are estranged. Apparently something went down. That's what we're still unclear about. But what we do know allegedly is that one of the reasons was over $500. I'm not sure if it was $500 towards some bills, if some money was borrowed, what happened in regards to the $500. But we do know that Juan put M out while she was still in college. Since then, she has finally gathered all of her things. The cops ended up having to be called. It was a whole fiasco for her to get her things from her mom's house, but she finally got everything. She has her dog and all of the things, and she's also graduated and is now living in Atlanta, Georgia. So she now has her own apartment. She has her first apartment, living out on her own. She seems to be doing really well. And she's also getting a lot of support from her subscribers and viewers. They have been sending her all kind of gifts, housewarming gifts, graduation gifts, and she's been getting all the love from them except from her mom. And you can tell that M is hurt. I think a lot of times she comes out and speaks, when she's emotional, and that's to be expected with anybody, especially somebody as young as her, because this is a lot. This was her bestie. They did everything together. So to be raised in that type of environment, as we know, she was kind of sheltered. So now this, I don't have my mother nor my father. This is a big change for her to learn how to navigate this world by herself. But yeah, you guys take a look at the comments. The comments never disappoint. They are going in over there on Juan. And like I said before, I believe that she could have still attended the graduation regardless to what the backstory is, regardless to what happened that we don't know about. At the end of the day, that is her daughter. And like I said, she didn't have to say a word to M if she didn't want to. But to miss her college graduation, that's heavy. And I mean, let's be honest here, that would hurt my feelings as well. But I just hate to see these two going back and forth. People keeping it going in the comment section. I think it needs to be off of social media at this point. And that way she doesn't have anybody in her ear telling her one thing. Juan doesn't have anybody in her ear telling her something. And then hopefully they can put everything on the table. Everybody be accountable for their actions. Apologize if need be. Whatever needs to happen for this family to reunite. But yeah, I definitely hate to see this take place out here on social media. And at the end of the day, you only get one mom, you only get one daughter. And so the fact that that's her only daughter, and she's playing this poker face to the T, she's really not speaking on it. She's mentioned that she's not going to let things stress her out. She's not going to let people in the comments make her feel away. Yet you're down in the comment section, pretty much agreeing to what people are saying, which made M feel away. So I just think, like I said, they just need to take it offline, because clearly there's a lot of issues with these two. Nobody was there. Nobody knows the true backstory. Nobody was there when she was being raised. So her childhood stories and feelings are just that. We don't know who's telling the truth. We don't know who's telling a lie. But yeah, you guys let me know what you all think about it down in the comment section. And I'm going to play a clip of what M had to say in regards to the comment section over there on TikTok.
It's been brought to my attention that apparently my mom has been responding and liking certain comments, and y'all have been sending them to me. So I'm going to react to them. Someone said, y'all do realize that her mother not telling her side of the story is her protecting her child out of love. As soon as she comes out and tells her side, the daughter will look crazy. Those with discernment know those stories against mama by her child is lies. First and foremost, that comment does not bother me. I get those types of comments on my videos all the time, and I don't care, because you don't know, I can't be mad at somebody who doesn't know the full truth. But the fact that she's loving the comment, that means she's in agreement with it, or she somehow, why would my mom be protecting me if she doesn't even care for me? And when I say that, I'm not bashing her, but I'm telling you the truth. Any parent that cares for their child would make sure they were at their college graduation. Point blank, period. If she doesn't care for me enough to come to my graduation, why does she care for me enough to protect me? Someone else said, right, they making all these assumptions about her circumstances, talking about she's jealous of her success. I don't like hearing that. If you watch my channel, you will know I don't even like for people to tell me that my mom is jealous of me. That hurts my heart. How we know the mama don't got it? Okay, skipping that. From the videos, her blah, 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 holding together. And who you know with 2 Christmas gifts be walking around with lace fronts with their hair done all the time. And if you grew up in church, you would know Christmas is not about gifts. And if it was so bad, why didn't she leave before 24? Okay, first and foremost, when you saw me with lace fronts, that's what I bought with my own money. My own YouTube money. Once I started making money on my own. Why is everybody texting me right now? Of course I have my hair done all the time. I'm a wig influencer. They send them every week. And on top of that, I pay for the installs with my YouTube money. What does she have to do with that? Mind you, the only reason why I'm addressing this is because she liked the comment. I don't care what y'all say. She said, and if it was so bad, why didn't she leave before 24? And she liking the comment again. First and foremost, I wasn't allowed to move out. I didn't even know I had the right to move out. If you grew up in a household where your parents are strict, and they are strict all the way up into your teenage years, it does not stop when you turn 18. I was 20 years old and I had to be in the house by 11, and I was paying half of all the bills and sometimes all the bills. This is a reply. There isn't anything you can tell me. She said I only bought Christmas gifts for her only twice. She also said, okay, we're going to just address the Christmas gifts. I'm really upset with myself that I let myself get so hurt and angry that I released that information, but I'm not lying. I remember 2 specific Christmases where I got gifts. The first Christmas was at our first house, and you know I'm not lying because it's the house that my aunt owns. My aunt owns that house, and when we were there, I got a 4-wheeler, I got a dollhouse. This is the baby that came with the family of the dollhouse. That's the Christmas I remember. The next Christmas was in the house that she built, and I got this baby doll that could swim in water. My dad bought me a Dora Explorer, like, little van. He also got me a new Baby Alive. Like, that was the second Christmas. Mind you, for a long time, I didn't hear from my dad no more after I turned 8 years old. So these Christmases had to happen before I was 8 years old. When I turned 9, I was in Miss Patterson's class at Brazier. When I got back to school from Christmas break and my friends was asking me what I got for Christmas, I couldn't answer. 5th grade, I remember I was in Miss Shack's class. One of my best friends, Destiny, asked me, what did I get for Christmas? I couldn't tell her. After that, I was in middle school. I didn't get no Christmas gifts in middle school and no Christmas gifts at all in high school. Matter of fact, the last thing I actually got for Christmas, it was a Wii. And it was somebody that she was dating had bought it for me. I don't have no reason to lie about none of this. She also said that this is over $500 amongst so many other lies. I hate being called a liar when I'm telling the truth, but I'm not going to let it bother me. Hold on. I was letting my lash dry. And to be technical, I got put out of each house for 2 different reasons. The second house, yes, it was.